Hey, Queer V here, ready for the December Artsnacks challenge. First, I'm just swatching out everything. This giant Crink marker. It's a gorgeous color. I love the yellow. It's very, very pretty, but the nib is giant. It's hard for me to work with because I am used to small things. And then the Tombow Fudenosuke pen, which I do have a black and gray version of, so I already kind of know how it works, but this was a colored one, so that was fun to swatch out there. I really like the blue color. It's very pretty, and it looks so nice next to the yellow. And then all of the Faber-Castell Pitt pens, there were 4 different nib types, so I just swatched out each one of them. The soft ones were kind of weird, I guess. Not as much control. I did swatch the soft calligraphy off camera a little bit there. But eventually I noticed that and moved it up. And then finally the draughting pencil, the General's drafting pencil. So weird. Looks like draughting. Alright, so for this I decided to do another square piece, but this is a bigger square. My November challenge was a 3x3 square. This is a 4x4 square, and since the Crink marker is just so giant, I decided just to do backgrounds with it. Like, I thought it was a beautiful color, so anything over it will look pretty nice. And I did have to go over like twice. I think if I did try this marker in my sketchbook, and it actually worked really well. This is watercolor paper that I'm using. I don't know why I'm using watercolor paper. Don't ask. It's just what I had cut into a square, okay? I did go over it a few times. I edited that out to make it a more solid color, and I think that's just because the paper was kind of toothy and made it kind of weird, but I thought it was really nice. I've heard some people say that it was like streaky and stuff, but it wasn't actually streaky for me. Like, I thought it was pretty smooth color. Anyway, so this piece is inspired by a song called King by Charisma, and it's a song all about like having self-esteem and, you know, being happy about who you are and being like real and not being fake, like not pretending, like just being, you know, who you are in your fullest. So I was listening to the song a bunch, and I got inspired by this yellow color, like a crown, you know, of a king. So I thought I would try to do something with that and include the lyrics that were important to me in the song. So that's what I was doing there, and I decided to put lyrics in 2 of the little boxes I created. So I will now sing for you the parts that I wrote down. I gotta make sure that I'm singing them right, so I'm gonna listen to the song at the same time. But here we go for the first one. Oh no, my headphones are not working. Hold on. Alright. Play my music loud, just be who you are, don't let them tear you down, have some self-esteem, that's what's up right now. Alright, and then the next one is like this. I wanna... Dang it. Wait, I missed it. It'll be okay. The only thing I wanna be right now is me. So we don't need you for validity. We know that we can do anything. I can't wait to be king. hopefully that didn't sound too terrible. I don't know what I'll sound like on my microphone there. But yeah, so those are the parts of the song that I wrote down. And I did kind of cover it up a little with the crink marker there, but that's because it was hard to see the crown shape without doing that. And I thought, you know, it was fine to cover the lyrics. It was just supposed to be like a graphic kind of style anyways. And I know what it says. And I didn't want to use the crink marker too much on top of the Tombow pen because it did smear and it made a kind of like greenish color, which I kind of liked for the crown because that's kind of like what gold sort of looks, kind of greenish. But I didn't want it to like clog up my crink marker nib and stuff, so I didn't want to do that too much, and I would like, you know, put it out to the side so that I could get all of that off of the nib, because that was kind of concerning to me that it did that. I wish that didn't happen, but it is what it is. And I did decide to write lyrics also because I wanted to use the Tombow Fudenosuke pen to do some sort of like calligraphy type thing, even if it was just like writing some words in cursive. And yeah, I don't know why I did like the 4 squares with all the crowns. I just thought it would be like a cool little graphic style and include some lyrics. And I know that the crowns aren't really the best looking, you know, like a child probably could have drawn those. My hand is kind of shaky. I'm not so good at line work, which is really unfortunate. And also I was trying, each of the crowns I used a different nib from the Faber-Castell pens. So the top left one is the Bullet 1.5 nib, and the top right one is the soft brush, and the bottom left is the soft calligraphy, and the bottom right is the regular brush. So yeah, I wanted to use all of the different pens in that way to make each crown unique, you know, have a different sort of outline. And then yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the finished product. I mean, I wish the crowns looked better, but they're not supposed to look like super realistic or anything. It's supposed to be like a graphic kind of style, but I kind of like how it turned out. Like I think it looks cool, and it the whole time that I was painting and drawing this, I was listening to the song like the entire time. I just had it on a loop to inspire me. And yeah, I really like this song. It's really good. I definitely recommend listening to it. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, it's a great song, and I really enjoyed using these products. I don't know how much I will use the crink marker, like, because it is giant, but it's very pretty yellow, so hopefully I'll use it. I definitely know I'll use the Tombow Fudenosuke pen in blue. I actually bought a Fudenosuke pen in red from the Artsnacks shop because they were having a 40% off all Tombow items, so I did get a red one. I honestly could take all of the colors. I absolutely love the Fudenosuke pens. That is probably the thing that I will use the most. Although actually I've already been using the Pitt Artist pens. Those are great too. I do like all the supplies in this box, and even the pencil, like, I will probably use, and I can't say that about all of the pencils I've gotten from Artsnacks. So yeah, this is a pretty good box. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed making it. It would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to me, like, or comment on my video. I would love to get to know you. Anyways, have a really good night. Bye, you guys.